Hello everyone, my name is B. Satvik. I am from CSC section. My roll number is 20951A05G3, and today my topic for the data structures concept video is demonstration of XOR linked list. Today we are going to learn about the XOR linked list uh, and the actions performed on it, and some details about XOR linked list. XOR linked list. An ordinary double linked list requires space for two address fields to store the addresses of previous and next nodes. A memory efficient version of doubly linked list can be created using only one space for the address field with every node. This memory efficient double linked list is called XOR linked list, or memory efficient, as the list uses bitwise XOR operation to save space for one address. In the XOR linked list, instead of storing actual memory addresses, every node stores the XOR of addresses of the previous and next nodes. Is XOR linked list different from a double linked list? Yes, it is different. A double linked list is storing two pointers which point at the next and the previous node. Basically, if you want to go back, you go to the address pointed by the back pointer. If you want to go forward, you go to the address pointed by the next pointer. It's like start pointer null, A to B next pointer previous pointer, and D is null. It is the given picture is the example of the double linked list. A memory efficient linked list or XOR linked list is having only one pointer instead of two. This stores the previous address of previous XOR the next address of next. When you want to move to the next node, you can do certain calculations and find the address of the next node. This is same for going to previous node. It is like A to B, B to C, C to D. 0 XOR B, A XOR C, B XOR D, and C XOR D. The given picture is an example of XOR linked list. Properties of XOR linked list. XOR linked list have 5 properties, namely commutative, associative, none1, none2, and none3. Commutative property. Its formula is A and B results to B and A. Associative property. A and B and C results to A and B and C. None 1. A and 0 results to A. None 2. A and A results to 0. None 3. A and B and A results to B. Working of a XOR linked list. The first node or the head stores 0, address of the next and address of next, as there is no previous node or address. It looks like this. Then the second node stores address of previous and address of next. It looks like this. The tail of the list does not have any next node, so it stores address of the previous and 0. It looks like this. Moving from head to next node. Let's say you are now at the first node or at node A. Now you want to move at node B. This is the formula for doing so. Address of next node is equal to address of previous node and pointer in the current node. So this would be address of next is equal to address of previous and 0 and address of next. As this is the head, the previous address would simply be 0. So address of next is equal to 0 and 0 and address of next. We can remove the parenthesis. Address of next is equal to 0 and 0 address of next. Using the none2 property, we can say that 0 and 0 will always be 0. Address of next is equal to 0 and address of next. Using the none1 property, we can simplify it to address of next is equal to address of next. You got the address of next node. Moving from a node to the next node. Now let's say we are in a middle node which has a previous and a next node. Let's apply the formula. Address of next node is equal to address of previous node and pointer in the current node. Now substitute the values. Address of next is equal to address of previous and address of previous and address of next. remove parenthesis, address of next is equal to address of previous and address of previous and address of next. Using the none to property, we can simplify address of next is equal to 0 and address of next. Using the none one property, we can simplify address of next is equal to address of next, and you get it. Moving from a node to the node you were in earlier. If you are understanding the title, it basically means if you were at node X and have now moved to node Y, you want to go back to the node visited earlier, or basically node X. This isn't a cumbersome task. Remember that I had mentioned above that you store the address you were at in a temporary variable, so the address of node you want to visit is lying in a variable. Address of previous is equal to temp underscore address. Moving from a node to the previous node. This isn't the same as mentioned above. I mean to say that you are at node Z, now you are at node Y, and you want to go to node X. This is nearly same as moving from node to the next node, just that it's vice versa. When you write a program, you will use the same steps as I mentioned in the moving from one node to the next node, just that you are finding the earlier element, the list, then finding the next element. Herein is an example code of XOR linked list in Python. The following functions that are implemented in the above program are: insert at start, method to insert a node at the beginning; insert at end, method to insert a node at the end; delete at start, method to delete a node at the end; delete at end, method to delete a node at the end; print, method to traverse through the linked list from beginning to end; reverse print, method to traverse through the linked list from end to the beginning; length, method to return the size of the linked list; print by index, method to return the data value of the node of the linked list specified by a particular index; is empty, method to check if the linked list is empty or not; typecast, method to return a new instance of type which points to the same memory block. So here comes the end of the concept video. I hope you got to understand about the XOR linked list. Thank you.